What's up everybody? Welcome to another DKG production. In a few weeks we're going to be at the end of 2019, and not only will we be starting a new year, but a new decade as well. With the 2020s just around the corner, let's take a look back at gaming in the 2010s. There have been a lot of great games, and some that are not that great. Today we're going to be looking at the worst 10 games of the decade, and boy are there some stinkers. So let's dive right in and get the countdown started. Starting at number 10 is Fallout 3 Chaos and Destruction. Released in December of 2011 and was developed by Team 6 Game Studios for the PC, this was the fall from grace for the Flatout series, as main titles in the series before had fared much better. Flatout 3 had poor controls, spotty AI, and horrible collision detection. And with an aggregate score of 23 on Metacritic, this game is just plain bad. Rambo the video game is at number 9. This was an on-rail shooter developed by Polish studio Teon. Slated to release in the winter of 2013, it was delayed and released for PC and the PlayStation 3 on April 2014 in North America. You play as John Rambo in various scenes from the first 3 Rambo movies. Also receiving a score of 23 on Metacritic, reviewers pointed out the outdated graphics, poor audio samples from the film, a short playtime of less than 3 hours, and frequent freezes and crashes. Number 8 goes to Activision's Fast and Furious Showdown, released on May 24, 2013 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U, as well as the Nintendo DS and PC. Showdown is a racing game which focuses on cooperative driving and car combat and tells a story that is set between the 5th and 6th Fast and Furious movies. With awful driving physics, poor impersonation of characters, and buggy gameplay, this game is definitely one of the worst games of the decade. Afro Samurai 2 Revenge of Kuma is at number 7 on our list. It was released for PC and PS4 on September of 2015. You play as Kuma, a swordsman who seeks revenge on Afro Samurai. With a lack of quality control which led to audio issues, frame rate drops, and bad camera controls, the game received quite the negative reaction, causing the game to be pulled from the PlayStation Store and Steam, as well as the planned trilogy of games to be cancelled. Coming in at 6th place is Infestation Survivor Series. Originally known as the War Z, Infestation was an open-world shooter that was released in December of 2012 for PC. Technically. 2 days after the launch, the game was removed from Steam due to false advertising. Several features listed on the description page weren't available. It was actually made available again for purchase in February of 2013. Even with the extra few months of development, reviews pan the random crashes, long load times, and odd choices in the audio department. Coming in at 5th place is Alone in the Dark Illumination. This was the 6th installment of the series, which was released on June of 2015 for the PC. It was the first game in the series to be played online and in a cooperative setting. Even with the new gameplay style, the game was criticized heavily due to poor gameplay and it being an overall boring and disappointing shooter. Double Dragon 2 Wanderer of the Dragons ranks in at number 4. This is a 3D beat-em-up loosely based on the original arcade game from 1988. Double Dragon 2 was originally announced in 2011 and finally released for the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade in April of 2013. It's really easy to see how they made it up this far on the list. It's been called boring, uninspired, glitchy, and unfinished by reviewers. 3rd place goes to Vroom in the Night Sky, made for the Nintendo Switch and released on April 5, 2017 in North America. This game is about magical girl Luna attempting to open a portal known as a magical gate. You ride on a flying scooter and you're going to collect items called Stardust while shooting missiles at giant circles in order to open the portal. This game has one of the lowest scores on Metacritic at 17 and has received overwhelmingly negative reception. Jed Whittaker mentioned on his review that he would rather watch every Adam Sandler movie in a row than play this steaming pile of shit ever again. Number 2 goes to a game that many YouTubers have already talked about before, Ride to Hell Retribution, a game announced in 2008, cancelled the same year, re-announced in 2013, and finally launched in that summer. Ride to Hell is just trash. Broken and repetitive gameplay, sloppy controls, graphics that look like hot garbage are just the tip of the iceberg. Look up any video and there'll be mentions of bad acting, bad writing, awkward sex scenes, and numerous bugs and glitches. The PlayStation 3 version has the worst Metacritic score with 13. This game has actually even been delisted from Steam as of 2014. Here we are, ladies and gents, the worst game of the decade, and that honor belongs to Family Party 30 Great Games Obstacle Arcade. This is a party game that reeks of shovelware from the Wii days. Sadly, it was released in December of 2012 for the Wii U. The minigames are horrible, as the gameplay is based off simple Wii motion controls, and a lot of games don't even utilize the Wii U gamepad. The graphics are just downright ugly, and the voice acting will straight up make your ears bleed. This is a game that you should avoid at all costs. Not only is this the worst game of the decade, it is the worst game of all time, scoring a lowly 11 on Metacritic. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear if any of you have these games and how you feel about them. Also, we will be doing a countdown of the best games of the decade later this month, so stay tuned for that. Thanks once again for watching, guys, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one. See ya!